All right, welcome in, sports fans. We had the previous game before us go to overtime, so we are a bit behind schedule. They just finished scraping the ice. We have the girls ready to rock down here below us. Directly to our left, Mounds Irondale Mavericks are ready to take the ice as soon as the rink is dry and the refs are ready. We will go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and go on mute until it is time for game time. We'll see you here shortly.
Is the mic on yet or no?
No, I'm muted. Okay.
And then you know, I'm frustrated. So I don't even
Well, yeah, it is what it is. Here's the tournament for Cottage Grove last week.
Stella is saying something. Okay, I didn't know that. I'll make sure to say something.
Well, I took care of you. I took care of you and talk for yourself.
Yeah.
You make first.
No, I appreciate that.
So, like, and she's only doing it when adults aren't around. When, like, she's kind of looking at you because she's upset that you're playing for another team. She doesn't understand how the goalie thing works. Right. Associations have to help each other out when they don't have enough goalies. She doesn't understand that. Like, I tried to tell her, I was like, okay, well, if she keeps calling Cottage Grove, she doesn't keep on calling her. So just call her Cottage Grove.
Yeah, that's no, I appreciate that.
I want to let them handle it first and see how it goes.
Well,
and I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Well, you let me know. We'll see what happens. If it still happens, then let me know so we can. If she's doing it, she's like, you need to say, like, you need to like separate or whatever, and like if it keeps continuing. So I also like you need to treat people how you want to be treated, and you shouldn't be saying stuff or making someone else feel like you know how much it bothers you, and those are the conversations. Like I hope you're not doing stuff to people. So it's.
These are the benefits of team sports, right? Like they get to learn these lessons, and I tell them here, like, this is a normal part of growing up.
There's like 2 sips left.
You drank all of that already. It was like just straight.
I'm gonna let Christy know too, just because we're
yeah.
You're inside the place, but he said Stella, I guess, had it because she's been playing for like other. She played the tournament with them, and it's been bothering her. Yeah, but he's like, going to say, like, hold her this. I have to work it out, but I'm glad because it's not getting better. I was like, she's dealing with stuff with people, and she's telling us, and it's bothering her. And we always tell her, like, you need to treat people like how you want to be treated. So it's not acceptable.
And like, she's a little kid, she's probably just having frustrations of her own, and we knew, like, if you're talking to people, probably would have talked to you guys and we'll get it handled. I'm not overly concerned about it. They'll work it out. This is part of being on a team and learning these things. But
Stella is also sarcastic for her own good sometimes. And like her teacher the post, like she's very sarcastic, and I think and I'm not saying she's not down like this, right? Like, she's saying stuff to people like sarcastically because she talks to the adults a lot, and it's like, but people don't understand. So you have to understand like what you're saying. People don't know the intent of it, right? And sometimes what you think is funny hurts people's feelings. Yeah, you need to like not.
Yesterday when we were leaving, people here, reach out to Kira, and Carol rubbing it in her face that she wasn't playing. And I was like, she was probably just thinking it was fun. She was probably trying to make it fun. Yeah. I realized it was her that we lost, and I didn't get to play.
Yeah, I did.
And she's really pissed about it.
Yes.
I was like, Stella isn't thinking of it from that perspective. She's probably just aggravated. It's hard for Kira sometimes to parse what's aggravating and what's pulled with a line, and I was like,
having an older brother that thinks a lot of things, you know, but still not acceptable. So no, like, I appreciate you telling us, because like that's how the girls would get learn from these things.
we'll let them work through it. I want Kira to deal with it herself and see how she can handle it. If she feels like she's getting a regulation, I'll send it back.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Yeah.
Hopefully we can go on and final. And this is like, yeah, Kira's like, we tied, but it felt like a lot. She was so mad.
I know, that's
Like, she battled as hard as she could, and like, she was so mad at herself for not stopping that last shot. And I'm like, it was the third shot, and it was the fifth consecutive face-off in our zone that we have lost. Yeah. And I was like, and honestly, like, Eleanor read the play beautifully, intercept that really massive, and there were 2 girls that are out of the zone. Like, she just gets her, that puck doesn't hit the heel of her stick. She gets it there, and we get an empty puck. Right. Like,
yeah.
that's not. All right, let's do it. Are you going to be able to do the scoreboard? Yeah. I mean, yeah. All right, here we go. Face-off is down. We have Mounds versus Buffalo. Second time. Eleanor tosses it into the offensive zone. As Buffalo looks to clear. They come up towards the blue line. Challenge there nicely. Looks like Kenna. And Mila throws it down deep. Eleanor goes for retrieval, throws it back towards center where it's picked up by Buffalo. They take it towards the boards, but lose the puck off the stick there. Pinched off nicely and held in, but the zone is cleared. And thrown back in by Kenna as Moundsview goes for a change. Kenna continues to battle. And Lucy, they battle in the neutral zone. Buffalo has it, trying to carry it through, but unable to gain possession. Puck gets thrown in deep as Moundsview goes for retrieval. And the puck comes out. Exited by Buffalo. Goes around towards Kira's back. And then comes up the outside, out of the zone, and thrown back in offside. Face-off won by Moundsview and thrown in deep. Challenge along the boards. Buffalo looking to bring it out with possession as they come right down the board towards us. And take it in. Covered and goal. Buffalo. Hey, let's go! Face-off is down. Henderson dumps it up off the boards and in. Now he's looking for a retrieval thrown on that. Bounces off of the goalie stick and behind. Gives up and tossed back in from center. Icing is waved off. And Buffalo looks to exit the zone. Held in there. And they chip it up to the wing. Looking for a retrieval. And icing is called. We'll take it back down to the offensive zone for a face-off. Right zone draw. Face-off won by Buffalo as they carry up towards the blue line. Challenge there by Fryhammer on the back check. Good pressure there. Puck is getting into the neutral zone. Knocked off the stick. Pressing. She goes back to retrieve. Bounces it up off the boards to Violet, who then rings it around. Torkelson missed on an exit attempt. Tossed back towards the center. And bounced up off the boards there, and it comes out. Buffalo looks to clear, and he shoots it out. It's out of the zone before carrying it back in. Now the puck is thrown towards center and into the corner. The puck is thrown towards the blue line and in towards center and then thrown into the corner. Bounced off the boards there. And possession and carries it out. Skip check from behind. They're able to put it in zone. And the puck is close to there with work for the table. And passes it up towards center. Picked up there by Kenner, who carries it in. Throws it towards the net. Retrieved by the Buffalo D, who takes it behind. Challenged on the forecheck there nicely by Couture. Puck comes out towards the left D. Stella throws it towards the net, low on the ice. Picked up there by Buffalo. And passed puck back towards the D. Stella sends it deep. And behind the net. Where it's picked up there and intercepted by Kenna. Arnold Fryhammer on the back check there. Cleared away and thrown on net. And they bring it around. Challenged again there. As possession is taken away by Mounds View. Comes up towards the blue line and out. Lucy passes it to her D partner Stella, who passes it up to the wing. Shoots up off of her stick and back into the center. Thrown up into the players in the game. Buffalo looking to gain entry. Challenge there by Couture at the blue line. They carry it in and battle. Up exits the zone. And then it's thrown back in with the player offsides. Neutral zone face-off forthcoming. Fryhammer on the face-off. Played by Krumspach and Keegan Lundstrom. Hendrickson and Couture play D with right in net. Fryhammer gains possession and carries it up the boards. Krumspach pokes it out as Buffalo goes to retrieve and throws it back. Retrieved by Hendrickson. Where it's picked up there. They battle. 4 skaters along the boards for Buffalo. And Krumspach carries it in. Puck is thrown deep. Retrieved by Buffalo, bounced up off the boards and out, and it comes down the boards. Couture on the back check and battles in the corner. She gets assistance from one of her teammates who rings it around, but nobody home on that side of the ice. As Hendrickson gains possession, lost it off the back line, kicked by Buffalo up into the air, thrown back towards center, and then out of the zone they come with possession. And deep and goes for a change. Fryhammer in on the forecheck. Eleanor looking to pitch this off, and does at the wing. The puck is chipped out. Moundsview clears the zone and chips it back in. Fryhammer in on the forecheck. Dangerous pass there. Milo couldn't quite get there as they come good back check pressure. Violet looks over her shoulder as she goes for a retrieval. And we have our first penalty of the game, a hook. And here we go. Face-off is down. Back up to the point and out of the zone. It bounced off of the defender's stick, and she was to wind up the shot. And she throws it down deep from behind the center line, so that will go for an icing. And we'll take it back down to the other end. The score is 1-0 Buffalo with 5:10 remaining in the first as we're on the penalty kill. Offensive zone draw here. Chips into the corner there. Retrieved by Buffalo. They look for an exit. They chip it up towards the line and gain the line. D-to-D pass. And Kresnoff takes it back towards the blue line. As Buffalo looks to challenge there. Flyhammer aggressively pursuing the puck. Has it back into a stick there by Stella. Looked for a clear, but bounced away. Good stick here by Buffalo. And free by Kettlebell. I'm sorry, Brewski. Great slide pass, almost intercepted by Lucy St. Dennis. She bodies the player off the puck. As they throw it back up towards the point, it's held there. She loads up a long shot. Traffic in front, but marked there by Brewski. Brewski bounces it off the boards and down. They will get a change with 22 seconds remaining on the power play for Buffalo. 4:14 remaining in the first. 1-0 remains the score with Buffalo in the lead. Defensive zone draw to Kira's right. Face-off is one back by Kenna. D-to-D pass over to Couture. She goes for a retrieval behind the net. Chips it around. Dreon had the puck hit the wall and get stuck. The puck is thrown up and out of the zone. Dreon goes for a retrieval, and we have an offside play. 46 remaining. We're having some issues with the clock getting started in stop zone time. Face-off won by Kenna. Passed up to the wing. And dumped in by Hendrickson, but she was behind the line. And the penalty has expired. We'll come back for a defensive zone draw. Here's right. 3:30 remaining. Face-off won by Buffalo towards the wing. Challenge there, and it goes wide of the net. Into the corner. Preston brings it up off the boards and out. Kenna, the race is on to retrieve the puck. She's going to win it and steers it back towards the slot. Had it chipped away as she attempted a shot. Deflects into the corner where they battle, looking to regain possession. As Buffalo looks to exit the zone, it's held in nicely there by Mounds and chipped back into the corner. In on the forecheck, they reverse and throw the puck up off the boards and carry out with possession. Looking to gain the line. And St. Dennis sticks it to the corner. Kenna up to her partner. Kresnoff threw it out off the board. And icing is called. They'll bring it back down for another defensive zone draw. 2:39 remaining in the first period. Flyhammer on the face-off for Mounds. Stella bounces it up off the boards. Mounds carries it up. Dumped it in for retrieval. Buffalo gets possession, chips it up off the boards, and they look to carry it out. Going back in. Mounds maintains possession in the offensive zone. Continuing pressure there as Buffalo looks to body their way out. Comes towards the corner. Held there by Stella at the line and then loses it on an aggressive check there. Kind of picks up the puck. Carries it and throws it on net. And the goalie drops it and covers. Into the corner. As Mounds looks to gain possession and does. Shot from the right side gets deflected wide. As they look to exit the zone, it bounces off of the Buffalo stick. Newsom goes to retrieve. It's coming back in. Gets the puck. Towards the blue line. We have an offside play there, and the ref whistles it. Neutral zone face-off forthcoming. 1:23 remaining in the first period. Face-off controlled by Buffalo as they carry it in. Challenge embodied off the puck there by Kenna. Thrown towards the net and sticked aside by Mara as they go towards the boards. And they call a body check on Pressing for apparently pinning her to the board. Apparently that was just too hard. Fryhammer wins the face-off, bodies it away, chips it towards the boards where it's held by the D and thrown into the corner. Bruschi exits the zone as it bounces off of the defender's stick. They battle to the side. Buffalo carries it towards the D. Good stick check here. Kensbach chips it up in the air. Hit with a free hand and back into the air. That is whistled for a hand pass.
If that player had hit it,
I'm not sure he would have called that. We're not for you hollering at him. 57 seconds remaining here. The puck comes towards the slot. Offside play there, and the refs call it. I believe it's 15 seconds remaining. Carried in. Oh my God! Henderson. You do that. Buffalo was there to challenge. Hughes stands up and makes a couple of saves there. And to 1, 24 seconds remaining. It is 1-0 Buffalo. Start of the second period. Face off. Won by Fryhammer, but Buffalo regains possession and chips it up towards their blue line. Carried there and chipped back towards center. Off the board. And retrieved there. Fryhammer bounces it up. Just missed Eleanor, who was coming off the bench. She goes and retrieves it, throws it towards center. And shoots it up towards the side. Buffalo looking to exit the zone. Going back in, offside play. Neutral zone face off here. Puck is won back by Buffalo to the defense. They look to go rink wide. Challenge there by Dreon, but the puck comes out. They carry to the right side. And a nice glove save by Kira. Dangerous opportunity there. And Kira was up to the pass. Face off. Won there by Mounds, but possessed by Buffalo. Thrown across the crease, and it goes to the right boards where Dreon looks to chip it out. As the puck is bounced towards the board. And they continue the battle. To the side. Dreon from Mounds recovers. As Kenna chips it in off of the backhand into the offensive zone. Thrown right wide off the boards and out. And then thrown down. That will go far enough for icing as we get an offensive zone faceoff. Left zone offensive draw. Holding up the puck there was Fryhammer. It comes back to Keegan. And he had to look for a forehand shot, but it was blocked by Buffalo. Stella just checked off the puck. Taken by Buffalo in the corner. As Kira made the first save. Makes another save and cuts it. Bodies were flying around there. Hard to see the puck from down here. In 10 minutes to play in the second period. Face off. Won back by Mounds, but challenged there by Buffalo on the forecheck. Nyla checked her shoulder and chips it up over the defender's stick. Kenna in on the forecheck. As the puck is popped into the air at center. Milo went to retrieve there. Ostrom shoots it down deep. And skates after it for a retrieval. Looks to stick with the defender, but she's able to fight through it. Challenge there by Eleanor. Ferguson throws it back towards the corner. As they battle 3-on-2, Moundsview. Kenna circles back. Up to Milo. He throws it towards the slot. Picked up there by Eleanor. Retrieved again by Eleanor. Thrown back towards the net, but Buffalo has defenders there, defending the center of the ice. And carries it up out there left side. Throws it up towards the blue line while it's challenged there. As players hit the deck. And possession is gained by Moundsview. The zone is cleared by Lindstrom. He throws it down. That will get towards the goalie, who casually covers it with the glove. offensive zone draw after freezing the puck. Face-off here in front of us on the left face-off circle. Freihammer throws it off the backhand line of the goalie, and it bounces across to the boards where Dreon goes to pinch it off and does. Freihammer playing with the body there. Gains possession from Mounds to Lucy St. Denis. Lucy up towards the point where Martin had it bounce off of her stick and it exits the zone. Chipped across into the zone. Crossing comes up the right side. Had it sticked away there by the Buffalo D. Bodied off the puck there by Freihammer nicely. They battle along the boards. And it's chipped down by Dreon into the corner behind. Lucy comes in on a forecheck. Nice stick check there to challenge that pass, but it does clear the zone. And back towards center. And Dreon goes for a retrieval after the Buffalo player fell. Freihammer in on the forecheck. Go over her head. As Najee goes for a wholesale change, all 5 skates. Buffalo looking to retrieve and sends it up the right wing. Kettle steps over her shoulder as she goes to retrieve. Loses possession there and comes from behind, but picked up there by Kenna. Who's coming up with speed. Looks like an odd man opportunity if she can get around one, and she does. Here she comes. And shoots it scores! A nice low, hard shot. Under the 2-on-1 opportunity. And goes with a low, hard shot on the ice to the 5-hole for the goal. We now have a tie game with 7:07 to play in the second period. Face-off. Won by Moundsview, carried in by Kensbach. It bounces up off of her and goes towards the low slot where it's thrown there. Deflected high. Keegan almost had a good shot there. Buffalo defender got their stick on it and it just bounced over the crossbar. Thrown back in towards the low slot and possessed there by Couture, who waited for her team to clear the zone rather than getting an offsides play. They battle along the boards there as the puck comes out and comes in on Kira, who sticks it aside to the corner, and it's bounced up along the board and thrown back towards center, where Buffalo is able to take possession and throws it towards the blue line where it's chipped in by the forward. They throw Rink wide, goes all the way across off the boards, and chipped to the side there by Couture, who looks to exit the zone up the boards and does. Boostrom chipped it in deep as the Mavericks go for a wholesale change. Once again, in on the forecheck, thrown up to the side. Retrieved by Pressing. She goes D-to-D dangerous pass there. It was almost intercepted. Bounces off of Eleanor's stick at the blue line, and Buffalo is offside as the puck comes in. Neutral zone face-off here. 5:33 to play. The face-off is down and challenged there by Mounds. Goes back to the Buffalo defense. They're able to chip it up to the wing and carry it in. Pushed wide. Thrown towards the center. And steered to the other corner. Nicely by Torkelson. Puck is thrown towards the cage. Deflected by Moundsview and carried out by Eleanor. She's got time and space. Gaining speed. Carries it in. Onside play. Throws it to the corner. Torkelson goes to retrieve it. Had it get into her feet a little bit. Eleanor goes in on the challenge behind the net. Freihammer. Nice stick check there. Caused the turnover. She throws it towards center. Knocked down nicely by the Buffalo D on that centering pass. She passes it up off the board. Angled off nicely by Fryhammer. She's been using the body very effectively today. Can angle people off of the puck. Battling along the boards here. In the offensive zone. Challenge there. Nicely by St. Dennis, creating a turnover. She goes towards the net and goes low. Puck comes back to her. She centers. Deflected by the Buffalo D. Boostrom on the challenge there. Lucy picks it up again, has her stick lifted just as she wants to fire a shot. Now she fires it from a bad angle, brought down, but not held. Up towards the point. And possession is lost there. Nice save there, taking away most of that, forcing the wide shot, and then blockered it to the corner. Good positioning by the goalie there. Not giving much to that. Good back check pressure. Noah picks it up, gains possession and carries it out with possession towards the center of the ice. Lost an edge and fell down, but goes to St. Dennis, who chips it down deep. As several Mounds skaters go for a change. Boosting in on the forecheck. She's the only one who remains. Buffalo looks to counterattack. Good back check pressure. Good hard workmanship here. Like Krebsbach. Offside play there. Could have been too many players, but the refs let that one go as they were close to the bench. Face off in the neutral zone. Comes back towards the Mounds View blue line. As they look to ship it into the offensive zone and do. Retrieved there by Buffalo, bounced up off the boards. Keegan had it bounce off of her stick, and she turns and throws it back deep. As Mounds View looks to establish possession, Buffalo looking to exit the zone. They miss on an exit pass. And battling nicely there is Krebsbach. She's played a great game today. And here comes Piper carrying it towards the center, backhanded it wide, and she goes back to establish her defensive position, letting her forwards come in. As Hannah does battle along the boards, they go down, and the puck comes up towards the blue line. Couture had the skater get past her, but nice angle up there. Good support from a D partner Hendrickson to prevent that coming in an odd man situation. Rink wide pass there. Gains the line and throws it in. Krebsbach again on the challenge. Again throws it deep and goes for the change. Mounds gets a full cycle change. As Kenna comes in on the forecheck, and so does Eleanor. She picks it up, steers it back towards center. Backhand pass. Thrown towards the slot. She gains it, throws it off the backhand towards the net. It's loose. Still loose. Eleanor battling there. Torkelson went for the centering pass that bounced off the cage towards the center. Shot! Down! Offensive zone possession, throwing shots towards the net, getting bodies to the dangerous areas. They get a rebound. It comes to Torkelson, who does not miss and buries it into a Yanni Page as the goalie was on the other side. Two-runner score now. As Mounds View looks to establish possession, Buffalo tips it deep as they battle. She cycles back towards the slot, up to the point, where it's fired. Kira launches it to the side, where possession is gained there. Torkelson, nice pass up to Kenna. She spins to her forehand, loses it, and Buffalo retrieves. Looking to carry it in with some speed. She comes towards the center, steered to the side, and Kira in position, makes the save, and holds, drawing the whistle. Good read of the play there to be in position for the shot. 1:12 remaining here in the second period. Face off, right offensive zone. Kira's left. Won back nicely by Fryhammer. She steered it to the corner where it's picked up there by Couture. Had it bounce off her stick and goes up towards the point. She looks to close the gap. Thrown towards the center. Mounds View D was there. Fryhammer carries it to the outside and is at the wing. Lucy carries it with possession up the right side on her forehand. She loads up a hard shot, throws it wide. Banging in on the forecheck. Kind of bounce off of her stick. Throw that puck back deep. As Buffalo rings it around. Dreon lost his stick there. The puck is thrown back towards the dots. Challenged there nicely by Lucy on the stick check. And Hendrickson throws it back in. They ping pong the stick down. That will go far enough for an icing if it gets the line, and it will. So we'll bring it back down for an offensive zone faceoff to the goalie's left. Right zone draw. 16-19 remaining here for Moundsview on the faceoff. Faceoff is down, won by Moundsview. Chipped towards the net, picked up there by the Buffalo D. They bounce it up off the boards, looking to exit the zone. They do. Back check pressure. Turns the puck over as we go 2-1, and time will expire here in the second period with Moundsview leading 2-1 after a 2-goal period to come back. What's up, Miles? How you doing? Kira's going to snow shower somebody here with all that snow. She just threw it up to herself, as she likes to do. Exciting game here as Moundsview looks to come away with their first win of the tournament. They've had 2 ties and 1 loss, losing 2-1 to this same Buffalo team yesterday. Now the score is inverted. 2-1 as we begin the third period. All right, we are ready to play. Faceoff is down. Possessed by Krebsbach, who carries it up the right wing. She throws it up off the boards. And it goes rink wide. Crossing on an aggressive pinch in there. Holds the puck and throws it deep. Where it's retrieved by Moundsview. She keeps it in again. Good keep there at the line. And cycles it back down where it's picked up. As Buffalo looks to exit the zone. Poked off of her stick. Angled off here nicely by Violet. As the puck then comes down and out for an offsides play. Went out, came back in. And we get a neutral zone face-off here. Fryhammer, Torkelson, and Eleanor on the draw. Fryhammer carries it in off her backhand and pitchforked it in where it was deflected by a Buffalo defender. Eleanor battling there as they look to hold it in. Coming up towards the right side. Good back check pressure by Eleanor, prevented a shot there. They look to steer it towards the side and successfully get it towards the board, but Buffalo read the play. Fryhammer had it roll off of her stick blade. Eleanor carries it out, skating through stick pressure, chips it in deep and goes for a retrieval. Nice job there, reversing to avoid pressure. Centers and up. Brewski loads up a shot and throws it low and hard, and it bounces in off of the goalie's pad and in for the third goal of the game. Brewski gained possession. She had time and space, brought it in closer, loaded up the shot, threw it in hard, and it bounced up off of the goalie's right leg pad, over her leg, and in for goal number 3 for Moundsview. 10:52 remaining in the third period. 3-1 is our score. Kenna Gets the face off from her feet, steers it over to Lucy, carries it up the left side, backhands it towards center, but it deflects and picked up by Buffalo. Held there at the line nicely by Couture, who bangs it back down off the end board. Breon in on the forecheck from the wing position. Clears it behind as Buffalo looks to bank it up off the boards. Goes over the defender's stick, and she picks it up and kicks it out, clearing the zone, and Mounds is offside as Bailey couldn't quite clear the zone before it was chipped back in. We'll have another neutral zone face-off here. Kenna on the draw, Breon on the wing, Lucy St. Denis on the left wing, Violet St. Denis at B, and Mara Preston at left wing. The hook comes up off the board. There by Kenna. She chips it back out. It's held by the D and thrown back in. Rink wide. Nobody home there, but a good area play. Chipped up there by Preston. She bounces E to D to Violet up off the end board. She looks to exit the zone. Throws it up towards Blaine, who was drifting towards the blue line. The puck comes towards center and thrown back off of the end boards. And towards center, but a nice switch there by Preston, preventing the shot from the low slot. Shot came in from Kira. The point. She gathered it. And covered it. That rebound got out a little further than she probably would have liked, but she did a good job of popping on it right away and smothering that before Buffalo could get it. 9:17 to go. Defensive zone draw, one back by Freihammer. She steers it to the corner. Stella reverses it to Brewski, who comes up the right side, up off the boards. Deflected there, thrown towards the little slot. Picked up there by Stella. It picks up in the air. Krebsbach picks it up from the corner. Challenged along the boards. And we have the first penalty called on Buffalo. So now we'll have a 5-on-4 power play. 8:54 remaining in the third period. Right offensive zone face-off here. Freihammer on the dot. Henderson at right D. Couture at left D. She wins it over. Krebsbach. Back to Freihammer. Throws it from the side. Stick away by the goalie. Exit pass, clears the zone, but not possessed by Buffalo. Couture throws it right wide, where it's picked up by Freihammer. She's got some space to carry it in, and does. She circles back and throws it towards the net. It sticks to the end boards as the D goes for a retrieval. We're looking to exit. Challenge there on the forecheck by Keegan. Off the stick of Couture. Krebsbach came to support. Holds it nicely. The pass was deflected by Buffalo. Comes up to the point. It bounces off of the Buffalo defender as Henderson throws it. Moves the line and throws it in as Mounds goes for a 5-skater change. Time and space for Buffalo on that full change. But they're able to get in and challenge on the forecheck. Boostrom to Eleanor. He circles back, challenge at the boards there. They battle. And Buffalo takes it away. And brings it for an exit. And looks there. And it's pushing. Throw it back in, just had it bounce up over the stickway and ended up whipping on that. It's a lot to come back, but Mounds regains possession, carries the line. Kenna throws it towards the net. It's intercepted by the Buffalo D. They take it behind the net in reverse. Pinched off there nicely. As Mounds looks to keep it in the zone. Buffalo clears. And as they come towards the blue line, it is taken away, and Kenna carries it in with possession. She's 1-on-5 as Moundsview is going for a change. Working hard down there, maintaining possession. All by her lonesome. And the Moundsview skaters come down to support. As Buffalo looks to carry it out, they throw it up towards the blue line. Held there by Stella, thrown towards the net, bounces off the end boards. Breon throws it towards the net, hits off the side of the cage. Another hard hit there. No foul on that one. Comes up towards the point. Risky tip it down and threw it off over the counter. And now we're going to get a call against Mounds View. Mounds View now on the penalty kill. Face off, one back by Buffalo to the point. They go D to D. It's Mincy and exits the zone. Carried in off sides for a neutral zone face off. .621 face-off is one back by Buffalo. They throw it towards the blue line, and it's chipped back out. Fronthammer in on the forecheck. Getting interfered with, but not going to be called there either. Krubsbach comes in and challenges there. As she goes. Buffalo throws the puck down off the end boards hard. D pass coming. Couture as it bounced past him off of the wall and past him. Buffalo throws it towards the net. Retrieved by Fryhammer. Too wisely. Throws it up off the boards. It won't go deep enough for the team. As Buffalo loses possession and ices the puck. On an attempted stretch pass there to the the left wing. As Mounds View went for a change, she had some space, but wasn't able to corral it, and it goes down for an ice. 5:33 remaining in the third. 34 seconds remains on the penalty kill for Mounds View. Offensive zone face-off off of the icing. Comes back to St. Denis. Loses possession, cuts up off the puck. Breakaway. And 3-2 game. Hey, you're still in the lead. Let's go. You got this. It's all good. Face off. Won by Buffalo. They carry it towards the boards. Thrown past Violet St. Denis. 5:12 remaining. Two aside down into the corner. Tenna with a nice stick lift there. Deflected away. Violet comes out with possession and skates up around the D, forced to the corner. She goes around looking for a pass off of the goalie's pads. Thrown towards the net. Violet throws it towards the net and has it go past to the end boards. Eleanor looked to center, had it sticked away. Carried up towards center. Good back check pressure there by Mila. Had the puck deflect up off of someone's face mask. Kenna looked to backhand it out. Comes there by Buffalo. Comes towards the line, but not out. They battled around the blue line in the offensive zone for Buffalo. And Eleanor was able to cheap it out as Mounds View goes for a change. The puck deflects up in the air. Hits up off a skate. That could have been too many skaters for Mounds View, but the refs have not called that yet today. I don't think they're going to start now. The puck comes out of the zone. And Stella, waiting for her teammates to clear, goes D to D. Up to Drion, who looks to chip it in. Held at the line there. Puck is in the offensive zone as they battle two aside here. Battling for possession. Buffalo clears the zone and is pinched off there by Krubsbach as they battle 3-on-2 along the boards here. Risky to support. And it's chipped in. Dreon on the forecheck. Lucy comes across to cut it off. It comes up. Fryhammer in support there. Tuck is through the zone, but she's continued into the board. He goes back in. Cleared out by Buffalo as they come. Stays up 2-on-2. And she covers it. And gets the whistle. Let me go 3-0! Woo! .243 remaining in the third period. 1 goal lead for Mounds View. Face-off won by Boostrom. Comes down to the corner. Couture up to Keegan. She exits the zone with some possession. Gains the line and chips it into the offensive zone. Buffalo throws the puck up. Couture. And there's a check to the ground on somebody that had a step. No call. Comes up towards the blue line. And good stick there by Couture. Forcing it inside. Henderson gains possession and passes it up to Keegan. Here comes Missing speed and carries it towards center and towards the right side. 1:51 remaining. As Buffalo throws it from behind the center line, arm is up, down for an icing call. 1:41 remaining. As we get a timeout called by Buffalo as they look to regroup down by 1 goal. With 1:41 remaining, they probably want to discuss their strategy for defensive zone and when they're going to pull the goal in here. That was from behind. Yeah. I know, I said it on the broadcast where they haven't called it yet. I don't think they're going to start now. Oh, I know. It's all connected. Hey, let's close it out now. Here we go. You got this. Fryhammer on the face-off in the offensive zone. Wins it back, throws it backhand. Eleanor goes to retrieve.
Keep possession, girls. Keep possession. Don't let her pull. Don't let them pull that goalie.
Goes towards center. Girls got the wall crossing. Throws it back in. As Mousy looks to challenge, Eleanor carries it and throws it deep. Smart play there, preventing the goalie from getting to the bench. Thrown up towards the blue line. Excellent. Coming wide. Thrown towards the sticks to the side. Go back towards the side. Tracks it through traffic and runs it up the field. Defensive zone draw forthcoming. 58.7 remaining. Clear the puck, Mounds View. Empty net. Face off is down. Empty net. Stella Bounces it up. As they cycle it back, Piper Henderson on the retrieval. Bounces it up off the boards. That will go down far enough for icing. Here we go. Face off. One back by Boostrom. Henderson in the corner. Thrown it towards the slot. Jenna carries it out, throws it down towards the empty net, but that will go wide. And an icing with 22.6 remaining. We'll bring it back down and do it again. Face-off, won by Boostrom, but possessed by Buffalo. They throw it up towards the D. It's thrown wide into the corner. Stella in challenging, ships up in the air, comes around on the side of the cage. Possession gained by Buffalo, thrown towards the low slot. As time expires, and Mounds win. With a 1-1-2 record. As they go through the handshake line here, Mounds goes out on a high note here, and they'll go get some hardware for taking third place. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you all next time.